Meisterville, and today we are talking about the Falcon and Winter Soldier. What an opening episode. Yo, the way this episode opens up, I was like, all right, damn. Like, yo, One Division proved it to us, but like, what's this Falcon and Winter Soldier is just re-emphasizing how much Marvel is making these things look like the movies. Yo, like the action scenes in this between Falcon and Winter Soldier, between the two of them, the action scenes that they get in this episode are beastly. It was awesome. I loved it. Man, that was just yo, that was tight. That was tight. Like Falcon Winter Soldier, they throw down at this. Bucky is still dealing with the ramifications of being the Winter Soldier, and that's rough to watch. Yeah, man, you see Bucky do it. You see Bucky going back through his past escapades. Like, we got touches of it. You know what I'm saying? We got touches of it and everything, and you get a taste of his regret when he in Civil War and all of that stuff. You get a taste of that. But here they look like they're really gonna delve into it, and man, it's gonna be such an emotional ride because none of it was his fault. None of it was his fault, but you can't help but think that in his brain he somehow thinks that it's his fault, type of thing. He didn't choose to be reprogrammed by Hydra. They just got him up and did it. So now all of that stuff, all of those assassinations, all of that stuff that they talked about in Captain America the Winter Soldier and stuff that we saw, tones of in Civil War, it's gonna just be coming out and you're just gonna be crying. You're gonna be like, Bucky fam, no, don't blame yourself, Bucky. We also get a bit of backstory with Sam. We get to see some stuff going on with Sam, and you get to learn that it is not as luxurious to be an Avenger as you think it is. Like, Sam is he still be dealing with stuff where you're just like, yo, as an Avenger, bro. Wow. It's like, so you take my photo, you do the flappy wings, but you won't help a brother out. That's what we doing here, huh? Yeah, there's a scene in this, and there's a bank involved. And if you're a black person, you know, you know, you just know, yeah, you know. Anyway, moving from the depressing everyday villains, let's get to the super ones. Flag Smashers are in this. The Flag Smashers are in this, right? And their ideology is pretty interesting because we get to learn with the blip that I don't think it's major spoilers. I think it gets mentioned in the trailer somewhere, but we get to learn in the blip that the countries weren't really countries. Half the world's population disappeared, and I guess in the midst of that, borders disappeared, and now everyone's back, and they're trying to figure out how to put everyone back. So yeah, it's a very interesting philosophy. They kind of they kind of interested in going back to the way that it was during the blip, where there was no borders or whatsoever. So that's pretty interesting. In that, I want to see how they're going to implement their plan and all of that stuff. I mean, again, from the trailer, we know Baron Zemo's in the mix. So if Baron Zemo's in the mix, I doubt that can be a force for good. It's probably a force for domination or whatever the case may be. But not even Baron Zemo was interested in that so much. So yeah, it's still an interesting concoction of things going on with these Flag Smashers here. And yeah, they're going to be the dangerous ones. The way this episode ends is a huge pray tell to how they're going to make Falcon become Captain America. I think it's going to happen at the end of this series. Honestly, that's my honest assessment of it. And the way that they're doing it story-wise is pretty brilliant. It's pretty brilliant. Because, I mean, you heard it in Avengers Endgame. Sam says that it felt like it belonged to somebody else. So you kind of get the gist of where he's coming from with this whole thing with the shield. But the way that this is getting implemented, and as a person who is not a fan of the idea of Falcon becoming Captain America, simply because I want Falcon to be as iconic as Captain America. Because let's face it, a lot of people are looking at Sam Wilson becoming Captain America as a step up from Falcon. Like Falcon was just a sidekick. No, the Falcon was not Captain America's sidekick, not in the slightest. He was flying before Captain America was there, and he was right there in the midst of the battles. So it feels like that's a fully fledged mantle. And like people are still saying they're probably still looking at it as a step up, which I personally don't feel that it should be. But the way they're telling the story, the way he's going to have to take up the mantle eventually, and the themes that they're going to tackle with him taking up the mantle, just like they did in his books, which are really good. Again, not a fan of legacy characters simply because of the concept, but the storytelling is solid. And when the storytelling is solid, regardless of my gripes of what that could be, if the storytelling is solid, as a storyteller myself, I have to respect it, I have to understand it, and I can let myself enjoy it a little bit more. So, again, just to reiterate, not a fan of the idea, but the way they're executing this idea is masterful. And how it's going to lead into other consequences within this series going forward in the MCU Marvel universe and all of that stuff, especially with the implications around Sam Wilson. I gotta give him props. I gotta give him props, man. I gotta just say, okay, look, even though I'm not a fan of this idea, your execution is crisp. So, what do you think, Meisterville? Again, non-spoiler. No spoilers. Please. We're not doing spoilers. Do not leave spoilers in the comments. If you want spoilers, I'll talk spoilers, but you can tweet me at BuckmeisterCool, and you can talk about if you want some spoilers there. Alright? And for people who follow me and don't want spoilers, be careful of that. But if you want me to talk spoilers, I will talk spoilers. Just let me know. Tweet me at BuckmeisterCool and hashtag MeistermanSpoilers. Alright? So BuckmeisterCool and then hashtag MeistermanSpoilers, and I will talk spoilers with you. Okay? Look at that! You made it to the end of the video. You are spectacular. If you like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and I got an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video, because Meisterman's gotta be out. Peace!